as being a public defender, right, and seeing the belligerent abuses of order protections, I have a standing policy in my household that if I get arrested, right, because of allegedly doing something I did not do, which, let's say, for example, we're arguing about some bullshit, cops come, and like somehow like they arrest someone even though nothing really happened because
a lot of the time.
neighbors say some shit happened.
Yeah. Or
under
they
that
showed up.
circumstances, if I get arrested for something I did not do, you will never see me again. Our relationship.
I have that same rule.
That's the
Our
only
relationship
standard.
is over.
Yeah.
I am gone. You will never see me. Catch me if you fucking can.
Yeah,
I am out of here.
My
If you have any
wife is
pride,
ride or
you
die,
gotta go.
and I would never look. There's not even a question. My wife has literally no fear of me whatsoever. I am the most harmless person. My wife.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's what makes it worse.
But the funny part is, she's like so ride or die that if the police came to get me for something, she'd be like, hell no. She'd get arrested trying to stop them.
All my family members would
Like,
the same.
there's just my children would be standing
If
in
they
line
call the
like,
police
whoa.
on you, it's the worst thing that they can do to you because a lot of people, they can't hurt you, mess you up, so they call the police when they really want to get you.
Yeah.
And there's no coming back from that. Man.
Scary shit.
But this is the thing that I always tell my clients too when they come and I go, look, the people you let into your life can affect your life in ways you never foresaw.
For the rest of your life sometimes.
Yeah, big ways.
Yeah.
So, you gotta be, the arrest by itself can ruin some people. You could lose a job.
Yeah.
You could lose a license.
Reputation
You could lose a home.
destruction.
So for OP, a arrest can be punished for evidence to win the trial for the.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even need an arrest
for example, say you have a case where somebody consents to go to treatment court as part of an arrest, right? They go to treatment court as part of an arrest. They do all kinds of programming in order to earn something, but in order to do it, they have to some degree, admit that they.
Yeah, the evidence rules might be a little more relaxed.
So that evidence is that this history is going to be a collateral estoppel question. Right? Collateral estoppel means that the issue of whether or not they conducted the crime that is alleged in the family affairs petition is already resolved by another tribunal.
Yeah, by
so what is it? So if he stands in court and says that didn't happen, what are you going to do? You're going to go back to the district attorney's office and say, he's lying on the road.
So even like
which one's worse?
Even like a finding at a disorderly conduct that's related to, like, let's say domestic violence assault, that could still, that finding of that, the fact that he pled down to a disorderly conduct under these facts is still
one of the biggest things you say.
Disorderly conduct is a family offense.
ACD
if you commit disorderly conduct against your wife, it's a family offense.
What about ACD?
Commit petty larceny against your wife, it's a family offense.
Still mention that probably,
Disorderly, goddamn. My entire life.
I think disorderly was
I don't even have an inside voice. Like,
go look at your criminal court order of protection and look at the refrain from language, and you'll see disorderly conduct is on there.
Yeah, it's pre-checked. It's pre-checked. When you get arrested, that's already.
I remember one time.
I'm serious. No matter what you got arrested for.
Look, it sounds funny, but literally, it's checked off. You don't even say anything.
This is a Gene Plus story. I remember one time Gene was in, where was it? Oxford. Right? Gene was in Oxford.
You remember when the fictional character Gene was in Oxford?
Hypothetically, he remembers. Allegedly, he remembers.
Yes, part of the narrative. We're gonna do so many of these, they won't know which way is left or right. I do remember when Gene was in Oxford, right? And I think this kind of it fits in here somehow. Don't worry, I'm gonna get there. So Gene and his wife, his girlfriend at the time, were having a debate about. Gene was drunk, and they were having a debate about whether Gene's girlfriend's priest that she grew up with was repugnant by just being a priest. Right?
It's a little bit weird to be a priest.
Like, big swing, man. It's a big swing.
Like, basically saying,
about a celibacy?
Gene gets wild.
Like, hey, you know, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, this is when a pedophile shit was happening, like, was in the news.
You mean always?
Right? Sorry. Always, right? Yeah. And Gene's standing on principle, going like, yo, like, fuck him.
It's
sus.
It's sus.
It's a little questionable.
At
least it's sus.
Fuck where he came from. He supports like whatever, like and that's the argument. right? But you know, when people get drunk, Jean's girlfriend
There's bad
is
habits,
crying
bro. There's bad
from the verbal ass whooping she's getting. Because at the end of the day, these are questions that deserve to have a conversation about. A passerby, right, in this bar, Captain Save-A-Hole, as we would define him where I come from, comes to Gene and his girlfriend and goes, "Hey, like,
are you okay?"
Like, no, like aggressive. Like, it's okay would have been, "Hey, is everything
that's
fine?"
how you get knocked the fuck
It
out.
was like
FYI.
don't talk to her like that.
That's how
Don't
you get your,
like,
that gets how you
don't
get your
like,
jaw right.
aggressive. And then Gene had to, because Gene, being the feminist that he is, was like, "How dare you assume this intellectual ass whooping is in any way abusive? Like, she deserves this ass whooping. And if she wants to cry about this weird ass priest she likes, that's her problem. But Gene is in no way abusing Gene's girlfriend.
I'm gonna cry. This is so funny.
And you're offensive to even imply that." And then Gene's girlfriend had to go there. "Yes, sir, we're having just a riveting conversation.
Mind your goddamn business.
And then like he's confused. And then
So Gene's girlfriend said, "Fuck off" with this hypothetical.
yes, of course. Yes. Gene's girlfriend ride or die.
Yeah, write it down.
Ride or die.
As
That's
you
what I
already
like.
know. And I guess what I'm trying to say, would family court have thought the same?
If Gene's girlfriend went to family court and filed a petition saying that she
I know. I guess a better question is, can a third party file a family court
That's
petition?
very interesting. No,
Can't.
not even the mother or the father.
Doesn't work
or
like
the-
that.
No.
Really?
Family court is not criminal court.
Ah.
Right? 'Cause remember, criminal court, the people of the state of New York are the plaintiffs, right? They're the ones bringing the case.
Yeah, so
Family
witnesses
court,
can do-
the victim has the petitioner has to be the person who has the cause of action. You have to have standing, like in every other kind of law. You have to have standing.
You can bring something on behalf of your minor children, but you can't just get
But again,
involved
as a
with
parent, right? As a parent, speaking on behalf of a child, you're advocating for a child, but at some point in time, the child has to be interviewed by someone, and there has to be some sort of corroboration of what you're saying. You can't just make it up indefinitely.
And then bring it back to the story, I get. Could someone? I guess, relationships are complicated, right? Like, are judges not looking out for the mischaracterization of something that was totally normal? You know what I'm trying to say? Because you kind of we had a lively discussion about something that was emotional to this person, so she started crying. It was emotional to the point that other people thought it was more than what it was.
You have to understand there's a lot of politics in the courtroom, man. So you gotta feel what the temperature is out there. But I don't get that feeling at all that judges are saying, wait, but this respondent could have had a reason, or he just raised his voice once. He wasn't threatening anything. I don't see that, bro.
But it's also not the standard, right? The judge has a petition in front of them.
Yep.
Petition is brought usually by the person who's claiming that they've been harmed. All the judge has to determine is there preponderance of the evidence showing that there is a family offense and this person has reason to fear for their safety. That's it. Yeah. The person's going to say that in court. Now, the only way you can win is to prove categorically at a level that's even more than preponderance of the evidence, to some degree, that this person is lying entirely about it. Maybe they're afraid, but the incident never happened.
Credibility.
That's the only way.
It's about whittling away credibility.
But think about it. This is the truth of our work too, right? Once you're inside of a courtroom and it's about fact finding, it's about whose facts you believe.
Yeah. He said, she said.
Yeah. And that's what it turns into. And a lot of times, the court can't make that decision because 51%, 50.01 is not that high, right? It's really easy to get there.